We continue our live coverage from Frisco. The Cowboys just wrapped up their first practice back at home for training camp.
Let's bring back our Adriana Torres, who's live in Frisco for our Campin' at the Star coverage, powered by McCombs Ford West. Adriana, news broke today that Cowboys guard Zach Martin had an MRI on his hyperextended left knee that he suffered this past Saturday. Yeah. What have you heard, and how concerned should Cowboys fans be?
Okay, Cowboys fans, all together now. Deep breath in, breath out. The MRI reveals that it will be okay. It's not structural damage. That is just a little bruising. The Cowboys expect him to be able to play in the season opener against Carolina. Obviously, he is a huge part of that one of the top ranked in the country offensive line. So that's good news for Cowboys.
Adriana, I can tell that you came to us from covering the Packers, because that was awfully similar to Aaron Rodgers saying R-E-L-A-X, relax. It's going to be fine. Okay, now the Cowboys, as you mentioned, they're suffering their second straight preseason loss against Cincinnati on Saturday. They just came off it. What positives can Cowboys fans, speaking of the supporters who follow this team, what can they take away from these early exhibition games, if anything?
Okay, you guys are going to think all I care about is injuries, but honestly, the takeaway from Saturday's game is Dak Prescott played, and he came out of it healthy. Now, with that, of course, that means that he's having to experiment. That's why this preseason time is so crucial, that he's getting those reps, those throws, without a Dez Bryant. So he's trying to play out all these different receivers. In fact, on Saturday against the Bengals, he had 10 passes that were completed to 6 different receivers. That's a lot of guys they're experimenting with. So the fact that they're able to do that, trying to figure out, maybe there might not be a number 1 receiver, but if they can get maybe a couple shared guys up there that Dak can really count on, that's crucial.
Adriana, the fans obviously disappointed it wasn't a win this past weekend or the weekend before that. But when you were there today with the team, what did you feel? Was it just another preseason loss, or did it mean something more?
Well, with every NFL team and really any major league sport, preseason doesn't mean too much. 2 losses, there's not much to stress about. This is a young team. They're still trying to figure it out. But after the game, the feeling was overall positivity. And you have to remember, again, with these injuries, there might be some concerns, but overall a positive vibe. Even after the game, guys on the field with their families, Dak Prescott staying a little extra, probably about half hour extra, just passing around with guys. So it's calm. Again, this upcoming week is their rehearsal game hosting the Arizona Cardinals, so maybe we'll see some more seriousness then.
Okay, so Randy Gregory played 10 snaps in that game on Saturday, Adriana. How is his return going to affect this Cowboys young defense?
Okay, so if you look at a stat line from Saturday, he had no sacks, no tackles, but he looked comfortable out there, and that's certainly the most important thing, especially when you haven't played in as long as he did. I will say that he brings a name to the defense. They haven't had a powerful guy that really stands out, that other teams are like, hey, we're afraid of him. So the fact that that energy is back, that he's a name for the Cowboys defense.
Adriana, thank you very much. We're going to see you again tomorrow night. Thanks for that insight. We appreciate it, as will all of you.
You're watching Sports Tonight, San Antonio's only nightly 30-minute sportscast with exclusive sports coverage you won't find anywhere else.